Hello, everybody. The title of this week's meditation is Soul in the Game. Thanks for joining me. I hope that this meditation is a moment to connect with that which is most important for you. So let's prepare, whether you're sitting or lying. Just bring yourself to this moment. Notice where you are, your body on the chair or bed or floor. And if it helps, just take 1 or 2 or 3 deep breaths to bring yourself into this moment. Make yourself comfortable. And as we've done many times before, for this short time that we're together, for this short time that you're focusing on being still, let's leave aside, set aside all concerns from the past, what we could have been, wish we should have been, all of those things from the past, the suffering, the joys. The past no longer exists. For a moment, just set it aside. So too the future. Hopes, dreams, fears. For the short time, let's set it aside. And also let's set aside in the present the ideas that we have about who we are, who we have to become to deal with situations at work or at home or just everyday life. Concepts about what we think we're supposed to be, what we wish we weren't. All of those things, just set them aside. And having set all that aside, let's bring ourselves down a path that has no distance, really. Where there is no past, no future, no story, just a presence knowing that you are aware. You're not, I am this, or I am that, or I am feeling this, or I am thinking that. Leave the ends off each of those sentences. Just focus on I am. The amness is awareness. You know. You are aware that you exist. I am. The same I am was with you when you were 5 years old, 15 years old, 30 years old, whatever age. The I amness, the awareness of your existence, holds true consistently, without change. It is the fabric of your life. Our body, our minds exist on the ground of our I amness, our awareness, not the other way around. So our topic today, soul in the game. I use soul and awareness and consciousness interchangeably. Our soul, for me, is that awareness, that I amness. And in this place, as we just sit quietly, focused on, aware of, without effort, our presence, our awareness. In that silent, peaceful, timeless, spaceless experience, we are aware that our awareness arises from the awareness from which all things arise. All minds, all bodies, all planets, all universes arise from awareness, consciousness. Our lives take place within the vastness of our awareness. It's so close, so much a part of us that we look for it almost all of our lives, and yet it's just right there. Perhaps we've looked for it for generations, generations upon generations. The awareness that I am is so close, so intimate, that we so often miss it. That's our soul. So by our very nature, we have soul in the game. If the game is living life here on planet Earth, or even if the game is here living life on planet Earth and perhaps beyond, in different realms of consciousness than we are even aware of, perhaps in this physical lifetime. In our day-to-day lives, in relationship to ourselves, our families, spouses, children, friends, work colleagues, community members, extended families, societies, nation, world. We are part of a complex system of interrelationships with nature, time, space, each other, the planet, and the universe. But there is a soul in this game. And in so many ways, it doesn't feel like a game. When we see the kind of suffering and violence and terror that we see more often than we would like in this world. It doesn't feel like a game. But if it's true that we are the soul, then clearly we are here for some learning. Learning how to involve our awareness, our soul, in this thing we call life. It seems very clear to me that life on planet Earth is to teach us, to evolve us, to more fully living according to our soul, rather than living to the demands of the physical, emotional world and the stories and distortions that we see everywhere, rather than primarily being driven by the transient, changing world. Rather than being driven by it, we are guided by, driven by, grounded in our soul, our awareness. And from there, when we partake in the activities of life, the complex relationships of life, we can have soul in the game. It doesn't mean that we can therefore avoid all the parts of life. In fact, we can be involved in many, many, many elements of life on this planet. If we involve ourselves in that life on this planet from the ground of our soul, from our awareness, we are actually more free, not only to take part in life, but to learn the lessons more quickly and to help others. The sometimes secret reality of life is that when we meet another, we are meeting a soul from which we are not separate. The soul of that person we meet and my soul are arising from the same awareness. We cannot be separate. Our activities, our experiences may appear to be separate, but in essence, they are not. So there is a great, great advantage to taking on the challenges of this life if we can do so in the awareness that we are the awareness. From that perspective, our fears can be greatly, greatly reduced. Our ambitions can be tempered by the recognition that something more is at play than our conception of what success looks like. Whether we like it or not, we have soul in the game. Whether we know it or not, we have soul in the game. Whether those we relate to know it or not, they have soul in the game. There's a great gift in allowing your soul to be the most important part of you, partaking in the game of life. The mistake is to think that our mind and body control our stake in this life. It is the myth that they perpetuate, or at least the mind perpetuates. We are best served to, as consciously as we can, have our soul in the game. So in this quiet place, just sit with your soul. Experience where and how within you your awareness connects to, interweaves with the awareness, God, from which all things arise. Notice the peace, the timelessness, the spacelessness, the profound stillness of who we really are and of what we arise from. You can pause this recording at any time and just sit with this silently, peacefully. And when you're ready, bring your attention back to where you're sitting or lying, to the body, to the mind. The body and mind that are precious treasures, really, not our enemy in any way, but best guided by the soul in the game, not by illusion. When you feel ready, you can open your eyes. And I hope that you have a wonderful day, week, year, life. Thanks for joining us today. And I look forward to being with you in the week or the time ahead. Thanks a lot, everybody. See you again.